Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mathematical Lens by Namita. In this video, we are going to continue with chapter number 1, We the Travelers, part 1 of grade 5 mathematics of the new NCERT textbook Mathmela. And we are going to start with this traveling now and then. So we learned that people in the past they used to travel on foot, right? And then on animals, then they used boats and sailing ships. And the animals that have been used for traveling, they include bullocks, horses, donkeys, mules, elephants, right? In hilly and snow-covered regions, yaks, dogs, reindeers, they have been used. While camels were used in desert, right? So this you might have studied in your SS book also. Now, people use bicycles. This is today's scenario. They use bicycles. This is then and this is now. Motorbikes, car, buses, trains, ships, aeroplanes to travel from one place to another. Even submarines are used to go deep under water. And humans are also using spacecraft to travel to outer space. Right? So these are the different modes of transport in today's scenario. You can see the pictures. So in an hour, a person can travel. So these are some facts given. Like if the person is traveling on foot, so 3 to 5 kilometers, depending upon the speed and the energy of that person. Then on if on horseback, then it may cover 10 to 15 kilometers. Bicycle maybe 12 to 20 kilometers. The range is quite big because that depends on person and the speed. Then by motorbike, 40 to 60 kilometers in an hour. Then by train, if you are going, then 40 to 160 kilometer uh, in an hour. And if you are going by ship, right, see, it reduces compared to train, 25 to 45 kilometer in an hour. But if you want to go far and you want to reach early, then you have to use aircraft because it can make you travel 750 to 920 kilometers by in an hour and 28,000 kilometer by spacecraft, right? So for larger distances, we have spacecraft. So these are the some of the facts which are given, and based on the facts, there are some questions asked here, and let us do. So let us do question number 1. A cyclist can cover 15 kilometer in 1 hour. How much distance will she cover in 4 hours? Right? If she maintains the same speed. Right? So now I'll teach you one keyword method wherein you will be able to decide whether you will multiply or divide. Also, you can understand when it is given for 1. Like here, first looking at the question, it is given for 1 hour. 15 kilometer is the distance covered. And they have asked for 4 hours, right? So whatever you are covering in 1 hour, in 4 hours you will cover more, right? So when it is more means you are multiplying. So that way also you can understand. Otherwise, I'll just show you a keyword method wherein you can solve the problems. So we'll apply the keyword method. What are the two keywords here given? And the keywords are always near the numbers. So one is like 15 kilometer, right? So kilometer, that is distance traveled. And one is time. 1 hour is given. They have asked for 4 hours, right? So like we write the two keywords, time, which is in hours, whatever is the unit, you can write in the bracket. And then distance, which is in kilometers. Okay, so first we write down the fact, like in what is given, like in 1 hour, how much distance can it cover? 15 kilometers. The cyclist can cover 15 kilometers, right? And they have asked for 4 hours. So 4 hours, how much distance will it cover, right? So what do we do in such cases? We do cross multiplication. Cross multiplication means from here to here, these two numbers will be multiplied, and the one which is going down, the arrow where it is going down, that will go in division, right? So basically it is 15, 4 into 15 divide by 1. Now divide by 1 will not make any difference in the answer. So if it is 1, you can ignore that. This shows you are multiplying. So 15 fours are 60 kilometer is the answer. So you'll write the answer statement. Always write answer statement with the whenever there are word problems asked. So the answer statement is the cyclist can cover, and when you are writing answer statements you understand it better, can cover 60 kilometers in 4 hours, right? So this is your first answer. Question number 2. A school has 461 girls and 439 boys. How many vehicles are needed for all of them to go on a trip using the following modes of transport? Now, there are various modes of transport, and you have to decide, like, suppose if they go by bicycle, then how many bicycles will be needed? And here in the bracket, what is mentioned is the number of people that can travel in that vehicle. So like in bicycle, 2 people can travel, in auto rickshaw, 3, car, 4, like that. It is given about minibus, aeroplane and all, right? So we need to find out, like, when if all these children are going on a trip, so suppose if they are going by bicycle, then how many bicycles are needed? Like that we'll find out for all the modes of transport. So first thing is we need to find out the total number of students, right? So number of girls, we write down the facts first. Number of girls are 461 and number of boys 439. Now we add this, right? Now you also practice mental addition, because here the numbers are such that you can easily add, like 400 plus 400 is 800. Mentally you keep that 800 in mind. This is 60 plus 30 is 90, and 1 plus 9 is 10. So 90 plus 10 becomes 100, and 800 plus 100 gives you 900, right? So you practice mental maths also. So total students are 900. Now we'll find out for each vehicle. So first we use the keyword method, whether we are dividing or multiplying, right? So first one, I'll show you keyword in the first bicycle, wherein one bicycle, 2 people can travel, right? That's what is given, right? So now what are the keywords here? Students and the number of vehicles, right? So number of students and number of vehicles, right? So suppose what is given here, 2 students means 1 bicycle. Here it is given for 1 bicycle, 2 students are required. But how many students do we have? We have 900 students. So for 900 students, how many bicycles are required? Now if we do cross multiplication in this case, 2 is going down. 900 into 100 is multiplication, right? And 2 is going down means divide by 2. So what are we doing here? Number of bicycles is equal to 900 divided by 2, right? That is half of 900. So we divide 900 by 2, 450 is the answer. If you want, I can show the division as well, right? So 900 divided by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. So we take 2 4s are 8. We subtract 1 and we bring the 0 down. So this becomes 10. 2 5s are 10. We subtract. Okay. Never leave the last 0 which is there. So now this 0 comes down. And we take 0 is a 0. Okay, so you got the answer as 450. Now we find out for the second vehicle, that is auto rickshaw. In auto rickshaw, what is the capacity of auto rickshaw? It is 3. Now I will not use the keywords. We can easily, now we know that we need to divide. So we can directly divide, like 900 divided by 3. So how many auto rickshaws are needed? So here you can do mental division, right? Because 3 threes are 9. So 3 and put these two zeros. So 300 auto rickshaws will be needed, right? Then next is car. Car, 4 students can be accommodated. So 900 divided by 4, right? So wherever possible, wherever needed, I'll show you division. Just look at it. 900 divided by 4. So 4 twos are 8. 1 and bring the 0 down. Again 4 twos are 8. Bring this 0 down. And 4 fives are 20. Right? So the answer is 225 cars are needed. Right? Now next is big cars. So if it is a small car, then its capacity is 4. But if it's a big car, the capacity is 6. So here we divide 900 by 6. Right? So I'll show you that division now. So 900, this you can do in rough work. I'm just doing it here so that you can see. 900 divided by 6. If you know the tables, then it would be easier. 15 6 are 90. But, and then 1 0. But if you don't know, then you can divide it like this. 6 ones are 6, 3 is remaining, you bring 0 down. 6 fives are 30. Right? And then when you bring this 0 down, it is 6 zeros are 0. So the answer is 150. Okay, answer number B. Now in E, tempo traveler, the capacity is 10. So we divide 900 by 10. Now dividing by 10 is easy. You can just strike off these zeros. Horizontally also you can divide, and the answer is 90. Right? So this is answer number E. Then in F, it is boat. Its capacity is 20. Right? So now 900 divided by 20. So here also, if there are zeros, what you can do, you can just strike off this zeros. So 90 divided by 2 will be easier. 2 fours are 8. 1 is remaining, bring 0 down. 2 fives are 10. Right? So how many boats will be needed? 45 boats will be needed. Right? Because its capacity is 20. Now if it is minibus. Minibus, the capacity is 25. So 900 divided by 25. Right, so I'll show you it here. (900) divided by 25. It is really helpful if you learn the table of 25. So 25 threes are 75 because it comes at many places. Right, so we divide and then we subtract. So 10 minus 5 is 5. You have borrowed from here. This becomes 8 minus 1 is 7. Right, so you get 15. and then you bring 0 down. And 25 6 are 150. So the answer is 36. So 36 mini buses will be needed if all the children are traveling together. And then the last one is aeroplane. So the capacity of aeroplane is 180 aeroplanes. Right? So here we are dividing 900 by 180. Now here I told you if there are zeros, you can strike off the zeros, right? And then simply divide 890 by 18, right? So now if you know the table of 18, then it is easy. You can write it mentally. Otherwise, you'll have to do trial and error. So 18 fives are 90. So the answer is 5. So we have striked off the 0 and 90 divided by 18 is 5. So only 5 aeroplanes will be needed. Now see the difference. Bicycle, how many bicycles were needed? 450. And aeroplane, only 5. So it depends on the capacity of the vehicle which you are using. So less number of vehicles are needed if you are using a bigger vehicle whose capacity is more. Right. So we'll continue with this chapter in the next video. Thank you.